You know the power of the song, everybody sings along. Well, that's us, listen up, shout it out, I'm talking all night. The end is nowhere in sight. From the streets to the tracks, just never looking back. We're together, just keeps getting back. Hey, we know we are brighter than all the stars.
Just gotten started here, and already these guys have been handed a really difficult decision to make. We've seen Dallas represented once already. Yeah, I think they got the best player there, and they got a guy that fills a big need, so that's an excellent choice. 2 words here: difference maker. That's what that big right there is.
Is broken, never stopping, never slowing. Yeah, we're living wide open.
Some tough choices coming up right about now. Do you go after the best available player, or do you go after a position of need?
Never stopping, never slowing.
3 choices here, all of them impact players. Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches, or someone who can really help you out at a playmaker type spot? Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches, or someone who can really help you out at the playmaking type spot? Still some big holes remaining to be filled. Here's where you may have to go after a lower-rated player just to make sure you get covered. And with time running short, you've got to hope some guys fall into your lap, or you could be left with some real holes on your roster. Boy, it's finger-crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or 2 that becomes available. And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way. Boy, you can't go wrong with anybody out of this group. Boy, it's finger-crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or 2 that becomes available. It's the age-old question on draft day. What's the bigger need? Oh, I tell you, you're not going to get too far in this competition without a superstar or 2. And this guy right here certainly fits that billing.
Thank you very much, Larry Ridley. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. We are ready for this draft champions matchup as you get a quick peek at some of the stars in today's game. We're ready to go. Let's get down to kickoff. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in draft champions. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. first down throw coming for Dalton. That's caught by his tight end, Shockey. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Here's Dalton. And that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
A gain of 13 and also a first down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Play action here with Dalton. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Larry Wilson. That could be a downside of putting together a team in draft champions week 1. It's early. You might have some of these mistakes.
You're exactly right, because it does take time to build chemistry, trust, right? Understanding where guys are going to be. And I think that's what led to the interception. They just don't know each other well enough yet. That should build up as the season goes on.
A give to the game's all-time leader, Emmitt Smith. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Prescott now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right, and avoids the contact by sliding. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 3rd down. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Emmitt Smith, the ageless wonder, showing that he still has the strength, the body to fight those tacklers off.
Hard to get down. I liken him off into a crafty pitcher who has a lot of stuff, right? Throw the curveball, off speed, there comes the fastball, slider, changeup, always changing speeds, changing locations. He was that way when you tried to tackle him. You'd miss entirely. You never knew what he was going to do.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run. Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Red zone opportunity. The play clock's running down. Prescott now. Bryant with a catch right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Dez Bryant from 10 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll get 17 yards there. And that leads to a Green Bay first. They go play action here on first down.
Take that off. What are you
And it's
doing?
incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession.
Kick the play. Oh my God.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. And he can't come up with a pick.
God,
Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of the difference between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? 'Cause that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love it.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove
Why did I
right now,
run into
and they
them?
want to
Oh
get
my
out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Play action, Prescott, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver, and it's third and short. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
Here we go.
On third and one, here's Prescott.
Oh my! Are you serious, dude?
On third and one, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it.
The 50-yard
will make our score 9-0. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling because that's what you're taught. Don't give up. Most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
One receiver left is Hilton. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And he's got Shockey. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd.
Throwing, Dalton. It's caught by Bryant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
To throw here, Dalton.
Pick the ball off.
Shockey, the intended receiver.
Oh my God.
2nd down. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
It's always a good play when you're able to bat a ball away or down, because if you actually tip it in the air, now the offense is getting a 2nd shot at catching the football, or another receiver may come along and grab it out of the air and turn it into a big play.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Get out of here, boy. Get out of here.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass.
Touchdown, Packers.
Good bro. Good bro.
Jeremy Shockey there to make the grab. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2nd down, Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in,
Let's go.
Seattle. Devin Funches.
Get out of here.
74 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't,
Great
it
hit,
almost
dude.
had the
Oh
feel
my
of
God.
an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Get out of
And
here.
they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as
I'm
they get it up
asleep.
past the 30. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they
Yeah,
take the
fumble that
field.
next time.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Get out of here.
You can flat out run. You
Get
put
out
that
of
whole
here.
package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And he's got some space here.
What are you doing, boy?
20.
What are you
There he
doing?
goes right side.
What are you doing? That's a pick
This one
six.
home. It's a touchdown.
That's a pick six.
Yes, the old
Get out of
drill
here,
works to
boy.
perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one
Quit
tip,
while you
but
can,
multiple
boy.
tips, just in case the ball stays
Quit
in the
while
air
you
for a while.
can.
Have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski
different
was an
things for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
Too many
three-syllable word.
syllables,
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know
Get
there's
outta
some risk
here.
takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final act of the first half, Dalton. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
Oh my
Laundry
God,
on the field. This is
seriously?
going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Now Prescott. Bryant with a catch right side.
Come on,
It's a
boy, you
gain
can't
of
stop
20
me.
that time. And it'll
can't
give the
stop me.
Seahawks a first down.
Come on.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DeAndre Hopkins, 51 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Frank Snell to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno
Sweet,
Atkins
dude.
continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Second down, Dalton.
Get out of
That one
here.
got tipped, kind of threw everything off.
Get out
It
of
brings
here.
up third. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On the return is Peterson. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle now ready to mark. Did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll start the drive with a carry by Emmett. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? And almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Cut me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
This is brought in at the 21. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd down to the offense in search of 6 yards. One receiver left is Hilton. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
I'm dead.
Now another try at 2 here from the 7 now. They'll try and throw for it. Flush to his right. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Man, I'm dead.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5.
Get out of here. You're getting hit by the CPU.
At the 24-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. He's got it to Hilton. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Dalton, 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Same play. Same play.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10.
Oh my God, it's right there.
Sometimes it looks pretty simple batting the ball away, but oftentimes there's some pretty good teaching and practice that goes into it. Being able to get to the receiver, not interfere, and get his hands through the football.
Oh my God, I was right there.
He's got his man Hilton. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers.
I don't think Dalton liked the matchup there. He's going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Murray the lone setback. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Yeah, can you suck at?
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Dalton, and he's got Shockey. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And it'll be Dalton again. That is caught inside the 5. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out,
and his pass is intercepted.
Why did I go? Oh my God, I could have done
it. And a good turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And this one complete right side to Funchess. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen. They snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
You don't want it.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the 2nd half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Here's Prescott. Funchess has it complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Prescott now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ezekiel Ansah coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
Here we go.
3rd and long for Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
It's a
Just
big
quit.
play there
You
for
aren't
Seattle.
winning this
And
game.
even 50
You
yards.
aren't winning this game. It's over.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Come on!
Prescott on 1st down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Robert Ayers coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Well, Prescott here to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
Let's go! One.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Now Prescott, flushed out right. And
Get out of here, Phil. Get out of here.
Touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
And that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build. And my goodness, another interception. A great read and it's picked off. And a return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
It's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now.
Oh, he's going to cut.
Back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there. I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Throw the ball back.
Incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and
Oh,
go
why
for
not?
it here on 4th. Prescott to throw on 4th. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
And they're going to speed things up here. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we
That's a touchdown. Game over. Get out of here. Good night.
Touchdown as they just add to their totals.
You know what?
On the cake
Only I can give this 1 point to this guy.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Night, night. Night, night. Night, night. Night, night, boy.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara. Thank you, Larry. Brandon Gaudin, a spectacular talent on your screen right now. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get down to the field for kickoff. Two teams here amped and ready for football, and off we go in week 2 of Draft Champions. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Prescott to throw it. Bryant with a catch right side. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Steps away to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Hard throw, incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum. They force them into a likely punting situation.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott eluding the pressure right. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the